Hey guys, Thomas from Team Soccer also here, coming at you guys with a collector's rare market watch. We actually have 4 sets now that have collector's rares, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to go over all of them in this market watch, telling you guys if you should get them, if you should get rid of them, what I would get them at as well, along with a few other things. So if you guys like these special market watches, make sure to smash that like button. I did one for OTS as well, and I actually did one for King's Court, and I went over that in depth, and a lot of people loved that video. It got like 1,500 views. So if you like these special market watches, make sure to smash that like button, and let me know in the comment section below what special market watches you guys will want to see, along with what cards you guys would like to see on my next regular market watch. Also, if you're buying any cards off TCG Player, like some of the collector's rares I'm going to tell you today, make sure you use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. And remember, subscribing is free, so do it. And consider being a YouTube channel member. And we're going to get right into this. So, Toon Chaos first edition is about 325. I mean, once these two boxes are gone, they're about 340, going up to 350-ish, 360. That's not bad for first set Toon Chaos. It will go up to 1,000 though within 5 years. Mark my words, collectors will eat this up like candy, and it's sealed. Everyone loves sealed. So honestly, so if you have money that you want to put into Yu-Gi-Oh, and you have, say, $1,000, right? And you're like, huh, I don't want to look at it for 5 years, whatever I get. Toon Chaos Seal is something that is liquid. It's gonna move like very quickly. I would probably grab 3 boxes if you have the spare cash. You will be holding on to this for a long time, so consider this like an investment for stocks. And hey, if you want to get some money for a house or a mortgage, couple years or so, these will be 1,000 a pop, so you'll basically triple your investment, if not a little bit more, because yeah, they're 300 something now, and I know they're gonna be 1,000 within 5 years, but that's what I know guaranteed. They could be more than $1,000. I mean, with Toon Chaos, you never know, and people will pay this money for sealed. I've seen like good sealed go like crazy. Now, for Unlimited, I told people to grab them last time because the boxes were around 340, and Unlimiteds were about 110, 120. Uh, Now they're about 185. They go up to 250, but like there's such a huge wall here. When I grab this, it's not bad, but when you could have grabbed it at about 110, 120, that would have been way better, especially because you could open it up and make your money back, actually, which when you get steel to hold on to, that's not really an aspect, but if it pops up, which doesn't happen often, that's really, really great. Would I still grab it? Like, here's what I would say. If you want to have fun opening up one of these older sets, go grab an unlimited box for 185. Have fun. If you want for investments, though, go for first editions. Just pay the double. You're going to get way more profit in the long run. Blackluster Soldier Envoy of the Beginnings. Now, I got rid of my unlimited for about $250. We see near mints here about 170, and then we have first editions here going up to 377. The reason why I actually would not get this, some of you might be thinking I'm crazy, and I tell people this whenever I go over the original, is that originals are a lot cheaper. Like, here, let's look at IOC here. Invasion of Chaos, let's go to First Ed, and let's go lightly played and near mint. Here. Lightly played $200 for a first ed. That's really cheap. Wow, actually, that's really cheap. They quickly go up to 450, going up to 700, going up to 900. Very, very cheap for a BLS. At least 300. Like, this makes sense. 700, 900, right? This is something you want to grab right now. In fact, I'm curious to see what mods are. Mods at like 80 actually are not that bad. And the issue is with mods is that, yeah, they're 100, 80 going up to about 120. But near mints for 300, once they hit the $700 mark, yeah, first ed near mint for 700 is good, going up to 900. But first ed bot for 100, it's only $100. You're paying only 15%. The card could still look great in a sleeve. So, just something to consider. Grab the original. I have my handy dandy tap to control all other stuff there. Gammas. Now, Gamma is always going to be a prominent hand trap. And this is the highest rarity of Gamma. Along with, since it's a hand trap, people are going to want 3. It's not like BLS where you could just get away with 1 copy. And that's all you really need. You're not going to run 1 collector rare Gamma and the other 2 normals. I mean, you can, but people like matching rarities. Personally, I like matching rarities if I could get them, but it doesn't bother me as much as other people. You have a cheap light play here for like 143, and that's cute. But near mid start at 180, going up to 190 here. But this guy has a playset, so this guy's probably going to sell before anything else. First editions though are going to be about 290, and this guy does have a playset, which is nice. 300, 320, going up to 400. This could go up to 500, especially within a year or two, especially when Gamma comes back into the format. I still think it's seeing play right now because Imperm's popular. If Imperm's popular, Gamma should be popular as well. But overall, I think this is worth getting a playset if you could afford it, especially in first ed. But that is $1,200, and if you don't have that kind of money, you can invest in other things. But usually, what I say with something like this, where it's like, oh, it's 1,200, you can invest in other greater things. Yeah, those BLSs that I showed, sure, those are great. Thing is, it's 1,200 for a playset. It could go to 2K for a playset. It might be a bit slow, but it would happen. If you find people with first ed gammas, try to get them for cheaper. Like offer them 80%. See, especially if they have one, they'll probably let it go by. Who knows? Then we have Toon Blackluster Solar. I'm gonna tab out like this. Collector's Rare. Near mids are 120. Now this card's very popular. Let me show you why. We're gonna click first eds here. You guys are gonna see a huge shift. Okay, so these actually are starting to go down. Last time I checked, these were like 350 minimum, and they quickly went up to 600. 250 going up to 330. Personally, I would just grab first eds. Near mids are actually pretty good as well, but first eds, they're pretty good as well. Honestly, if you have the money to grab some first eds, like you don't have enough to grab, say, a playset. If you want to grab 2 first eds and 1 unlimited, it's not great, but it's fine because if this card doubles or whatever, you could sell that copy. You made some money back, and you still have 2 first ed copies. So would I grab this? Definitely. This is This is the Blackluster Soldier I would grab. Stardust Dragon here, collector's rare. 139 for unlimited. First editions. We only have 13. Okay, that's actually very shocking. Lightly played for 200 and a near mint for 237. It's not that this is a bad deal, but for $37, you might as well make sure it's mint. Because you don't know how he would classify light play. Not saying there's anything with Big John games, but you might get a little upset with it. For $37 extra, if you're spending something with this big, make it near mint. Quickly goes up to 300, going up to 500. And yeah, they're selling for like 200s here. It's definitely not bad for a collector's rare. It could go up in the future. The issue is we have the Starlight now, and people would rather have the Starlight, for the player in their binders. And that's the big issue with Stardust Dragon. I'd say if you love Stardust and you kind of are that kind of guy who's like, oh, I want to get every high rarity Stardust, go for it. Especially if you can't afford the Starlight Rare or you don't want to sink your money in Starlight Rare, definitely go for this. It's going to go up in the future, but people aren't going to see this as like one of the higher rarities because they're going to put Starlight and Ghost ahead of it. And depending on who you talk to, they might even put the Ultimate Rare ahead of it. So I wouldn't mess with the Unlimiteds at all, though. Definitely not. First sets, that's up to you. Chaos Emperor Dragon here. These are about 145. I sold my unlimited for 180. I could have sold it for 80, but I was like, nah, I want to hold it for a bit. First eds though, these are about 173. So there's really not much of a difference between unlimited and first ed for here, which I find very shocking. So obviously you could get the first ed for a couple more dollars. Would I grab this? Yeah, I think this is a very good one to grab. I mean, it's a very good card. Even jump versions that the errata makes it pretty bad of a card are still like $12 to $16. I would actually grab this collector rare right away. I think this is a very good one to grab. How many I would get? That's up to you, but I know it's going to go up. Chaos Space. Now, the thing with Chaos Space is that the second a meta-relevant deck comes out that plays this card's going to double to triple. Thing is, that deck needs to come out. 82s for unlimited. Okay, that's whatever. First editions, though. That's what we're interested in. 125 for light play. Near mints are... One, wow. So it's about a double difference. So you can grab playset unlimiteds or you grab first sets for 170. Personally, because this is a card you might hold on to a while, it's not good to get a crazy amount. Don't get a playset first sets. Go for unlimited. If this card chooses a meta relevant strategy, unlimited will sell, especially since you have a playset, and people will still like the highest rarity even though they can't get first edition. So get unlimited. If this shoots up for unlimited to like 130, 140, or I'd probably consider selling then. Like this is a card that I would get unlimited and then just sell later. I wouldn't really invest into it. Not that it's necessarily bad. If you got first sets for cheaper, that's awesome, but ugh. Pot of Extravagance. Now, the reason why I'm not going to tell you guys to get grab into this as much is because we will get eventually see an ulti from this because every pot card that is popular will get an ultimate rare. We've seen it with Desires. We've seen it with Pod Duality. We're going to see it with Extravagance. And eventually, long into the future, we're going to see it for Prosperity. You have unlimited near meds from a Fresh Seller for 82. Right, so you spend about 162 because $2 shipping. That's not for both. That's just flat for 2 unlimited. Now, how does that rack up here? First ed light plates are about 110, 110. Yeah. Near mids are 120. Right, so you pay about roughly about 2/3, but you don't get that nice first ed simple, and you're gambling on a new seller. I wouldn't do that because my rule, if you guys don't know, and this is nothing against Saraceno Bros or Sundew Stockpile or any new seller, but the issue is with new sellers, sometimes they don't know what they're doing. Sometimes they'll mess up. Maybe it's a scam. Maybe it's not. There's so many factors. You shouldn't give them a big amount of money, right? My cap for new sellers is usually $20. I'll break the rule in very special circumstances, but $20, that's for like 1,000 or less sales. Maybe 500, 600, whatever. But that's usually what my rule is. It's not if you really love Extrav and you need an extra place and you really like that bling bling. They quickly go up to 150. You can go grab them. They're not bad, but just know that it's gonna get ulti eventually. But hey, maybe by the time that you're done playing with this card, we get the ultis. These are higher, and you can just sell them off and use that money to get ulti Extravs if you want them. So I'm just letting you guys, if you want this card, that's fine. Just make sure that you know that you will be paying more money for this card to get the ultimate rare later on. Chaos Creator. Now, I actually grabbed one of these, and that actually makes me quite happy. Near me unlimiteds are 70. Mine's sadly unlimited. I ended up grabbing it for 45. So, okay, so unlimiteds at first sight have a huge difference here. 144 compared to 70. Wow, so it's more of a double difference. I mean, I know what's this card copy. Well, no, it's 72. So yeah, it's more of a double difference between first sets and unlimiteds. That's actually pretty insane to me. Well, this card is pretty. If you guys don't know what this card does, by the way, so you banish a light and dark monster from the graveyard, and if you control this card, now special summon from the hand, you can target 3 banished monsters with different names. Now, you're already gonna have 2, right? Special summon one of them, and then place the rest on the bottom of the deck in any order. So the reason why this is really good is because it's basically in a sense a reborn because yeah, you banish those cards to special summon this, but then you could reborn one of them essentially from the banish pile or yours, right? And it says you can target 3 bash, so it doesn't have to be your bash, I believe. So, if your opponent has something better than what you have banished, great, right? This just helps you extend and put more bodies on the board. And usually with decks that would play Chaos Creator, those cards are real strong, right? So you're not just kind of getting a monster or link summon. You're getting a bad boy out on the field. I think Unlimiteds are way too cheap. I think Unlimited should be 100. First set should be 150. I mean, first sets are almost 150, but Unlimited's at 70. I would grab a copy or two. That I could confidently say that. Now let's see. Okay, I have to backspace like a million times here. All right, so next Patriot, and we're only going to go over the collectors, not the original ultras, but so Pot Desires, don't grab this. I'll keep this very short. $60, $70. I find it funny that these are like around half the price of the ultis now, which got bought out because of my 5 cards I'm your trade binder. Which, if you haven't watched, go watch that because I tell you guys to grab stuff. First size are 103. Yeah, definitely grab ultis. Don't grab this. Immortal Phoenix Gearfried here. You know, let's see how much these are. Nobody's gonna buy that, bro. Why would listen? I'm not trying to make fun of Super Game Inc. here. I mean, I kind of am, but I mean, I guess it's first said towards unlimited, but near mints are like 64. First eds are like 84. So if you want to get this card, get first ed not unlimited. But the issue is that this card's way too specific. It's not bad. I just would rather spend the $80 on something else. That's kind of the whole issue I have with it. Now, Toon Harpy ladies are about $60 here. Uh, I actually got one of these. I spent like 50 for it, and they were 70. So they dropped, which is awesome. First eds. Let's see what first eds are. Uh, well, 81 for, but it's a new seller. 95. 114. Now, it does say Harpy on it. You guys have to remember that. And it's Toon. So, Harpy and Toon. People are going to love this. A lot of collectors really like this card. If you're looking for a collector rare card, this is probably one of the cheaper ones that you can grab. Now, if you want to like trust this new seller, go for it. I mean, if you do get a good deal. But that's up to your discretion. And you guys know what I said for my rule already. Lightly play for 100 isn't even bad here, but again, spend $14 just get fresh near mint. You know, don't pay 90% on something to get a little messed up. 115 is not too bad. Toon Bookmark. Now, this is where things get very, very interesting to me. Collector rares of this, so you have near mints for 45, which originals are like $30, 31. Why would you not spend $13 more to get an unlimited collector's rare? I don't know. But hey, I don't make the rules, right? First eds, I still have my first eds. Lightly played are 60. I actually do need to eventually get a my playset here, and $74. And this is actually a really good one here. I just want to see. First light play for 60 is not too terrible either. If you guys know what this card does, you add Toon World or one card that specifically lists the Toon World and its text from the deck to your grave. And if Toon Worlds you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard side. So it's the Searcher that also protects, right? Very, very simple card, but very, very good. And I like the artwork. Like, they made the bookmark for the book. I don't know. I really, really like that. But oh yeah, moving on here. Again, I would grab a place of this. Very, very good card. This is probably the cheap. This is probably the card under $100 that you should get a place of the most. Chaos Valkyrie here, and this is like our last. Well, not our last collector. We have that one. Nearmit's 50. First light play 75. Not bad. First and near are literally just a bill before they go up to about 120. I told people to grab first sets when they were 50 because it was one of the cheaper collectors that would definitely kind of go up over time, and it was. Would I grab this for $100? No, I would. The thing is, there's better collector rares that are 100 or less. Toon Bookmark, the Harpies. You guys get the point. That's why I would not grab this. So that's the one I would skip as well. Page flips are. Oh yeah, collector rare page flips. Okay. So we have two more here. For Nearmint's 36.50. Very, very cheap actually for an unlimited. Especially if something that's actually good. First ed new seller for 55 here, but we don't count that. First edition near mints are $60 right off the rim, but they quickly go up to 65. This is again another banger of a collector rare. I would grab 3 of these as well. Just absolutely beautiful. Really good investment for collectors and the deck alike. Although I know they play like I believe they play 3 flip, but I don't know if they play 3, or not 3 flip. They play 3 bookmark. I don't know if they play 3 flip though, but I know they play it. And then they'll, like I said, yeah, $30 here. In fact, we're gonna quickly look at this. First eds are $34. You'd rather just spend not even $10 more, get a collector rare. People are crazy though, I guess. And then Chaos Daedalus as our last collector rare here. I'm not looking at this, but I'm just going to tell you the short end of the story. Just don't. First eds, 43, don't. Just don't. And I believe, I'm just going to double check that this is the last collector rare Toon Chaos. It has to be because I don't know. I don't think they have a worse one. Yeah. Oh wow, first edition seal packs are 20. All right. Now we have. Let's go through Genesis Impact first. Here, then we'll go through Ancient Shit and then King's Court. All right. Genesis Impact aged way better than when it came out. I'm telling you guys, if you want to get boxes for 50, that's not bad. Really, really good. We have Evil Twin Keys to kill. People think this is going to be meta. If it is, they'll keep going even higher. 144. Man, these just keep trucking up. Would I grab these? No. I just think they're too high. Again, by the way, for the Evil Twin cards, there's going to be this generic rule that I'm going to tell you guys. If you guys can get them for less, grab them. Like, a good amount less. Like, if they're 144 here, and someone tells you, oh, bro, I could do, like, 130, like, 130. That's not really much. I mean, it's something, don't get me wrong, and you don't have to pay sales tax, so probably saving I guess sales tax would at least round you up to 160. You are saving $30, and you get the card right then. There, sure, like, especially if you want it, right? But I'm saying if someone, say, what's 110 for it, or 100, or like you could get away with 100, maybe even 90. Little Twin 120. Oh, man, that's new sellers too. 130. Man, like, yeah, I'm just gonna look at these and say, ouch, ouch. Isn't there another? There's another. I'm just gonna go over this one really quickly. This one will probably go up just like its counterpart. If you want to see that, get one for 85 just to sell for later, one or two. Go for it. She also kind of similar. She kind of looks like Bayonetta, which, by the way, guys, I don't know if you've seen the trailer for Bayonetta 3, but your boy is hyped. Bayonetta was like the Devil May Cry, but for like cool kids, not the edgy kids. I love Devil May Cry too, by the way. Don't get me wrong here, but and I'm bad at these games, by the way. Like, I'm really awful. They're not my game. Same with fighting games, but. Like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, just super fun playing it. Beautiful aesthetically. Soundtrack. Oh, that's delicious, bro. I'd order it on Uber Eats. And it's music. But yeah. Would I grab this one? Yeah, because it could go up just like this one. All the other ones are going up as well. I guess it's not as good since it's lower, but we're going to go over the nightmares quickly. First ed's for, well, 85 here. That's a cheap one. I don't know why this guy just put higher, but like, what? We have 85 right here. That's really weird. We're going to click this actually and look. Oh, when you click it kind of fixes itself. Okay, 85 for Collector's Rare Unicorn, and Collector's Rare Phoenix is going to be about the same thing. 85. Personally, I would grab Phoenix more than Unicorn, because yes, they're both good, but which one, let's be honest, which one sees way more play? This one. Grab Phoenix, and then you could grab Unicorn. I think they're good generic links to grab, because they're always going to be relevant because of how easy they are to make and how splashable they are, right? That's the thing with links. So, unless they hurt the mechanic again, which, they might do, who knows, it's Konami, right? These are very good investments. I think $85, good, solid. Now, Artemis, the Match Moon Maiden. I'm going to talk about this in depth here. Get a playset. Now, I'm going to tell you I'm going to read you what this card does, and I'll explain why it's going to go up in the future. It takes just a Spellcaster that's a level 4 or lower. If another matches this monster as normal size special while you control this card, you can target one of those monsters, equip this card you control to it. While this card is equipped to a monster, you can add a match this monster from your deck to your hand. You can only activate it once per turn. You only special summon one of these once per turn. So people are now, not only is this good in, well, obviously Magistus, but certain Spellcaster decks, because what you could do is you could use it with Zoro and get really good plays off actually with it, and that's just a little engine that you could kind of splash. But that will be used in Exorcist, which is an upcoming deck that may be meta relevant. We just gotta see more of it when it comes to TCG. This card will be played probably maybe 2 copies. I really think they're gonna play 2 copies, guaranteed 1. Depends on how much they want to use this engine or not. They're definitely going to play 1 copy regardless, for sure. So expect this to go up, maybe possibly even 2. And it's a card that could go up for other reasons as well, since it is a link 1 for generic for Spellcasters. $62. Grab them. Just grab them. Medianus, 45s. You know, if you like Dryden, go for it. But like, I know we all know Dryden's gonna get another hit on the next list probably. Uh, if you want to, because you want it, go for it. This is very quite cheap for the card. I just don't think it's worth investing into. The Evil Twin, man, when these were 25s, if you decided to get a cheap collector rare of this because you liked it, you actually made a lot of money here, since they're practically doubled. They only have, okay, see, what worries me here is the 7 listings. Yeah, 48, yeah, you know, no, okay. I'm not trying to talk too bad about Lumina, but I've heard so many. I don't know. Okay, I don't get the 99.7 because I hear a lot of people talking bad about this store. I'm not sponsored by them. I've never met them. I've never had any bad experiences with them. I've actually ordered from them and they were fine, but a lot of people, and I get commented this as well, but like, oh, you know, yeah, Dodge, Lumina, all that, this and that. Uh, that's up to you. But, you know, you have 6 copies here, and people are going to buy these 6 copies regardless. Thing is, after that, it goes to 70 for near mints here. If you want to grab these before they shoot up, might not be too bad, because that might be the next collector rare to go up. Now, Relona, the Magistus Ver, 42. I love this card. She just looks gorgeous here. Oh, man, look at her. Yeah, if you like the waifu tax, that's all I'm going to say about her. Definitely not. Do not get this card. And then we have Beat Cup. Now, I told people to grab these at 20s. If you did, well, they went up to $27. Significant growth for a $20 investment. Would I still grab these? It could still be played. It's not bad. Alistair the Invoker Madness, $25. Man, this card is good too. Like, especially in decks that are like very purely invoked, because there's so many crazy shenanigans. The thing is, people don't play that build at all. They just play like this, which is Dogmatic Invoked Shadal, or Invoked Shadal, or Invoked Dogmatica, or Invoked X. Right? They don't play the full thing, and like, if they do, this card's amazing. If not, it's just not. But man, I love this card so much. If matches ever become a thing, this will shoot up like a rock. If you want this card and you like Magistus and you just want to have a collector to have one, eh, I'd rather spend $18 on something else. Like, there's a reason why some collectors are just bad. Like, I'd rather grab this, sell it later. Like, that's my issue with it. And yeah, I think that's all the collector's rares for Genesis Impact. Well, yeah, definitely. Ancient Garbage. Now, I'm going to go over this quite quickly. We're actually doing pretty good overall on time here. So, Breaker Tops, bought out at 175. It's a meta relevant card. I'm not shocked at all. If you want it, grab it. Skullmeister, 108. I think this card's bad, but it's a hand shot that's generic, and people are going to want to grab it. I'd rather just get first ed Ghost Spells. Probably would skip this. Traded, I talked about this at $60. Grab them if you can. Now, I mean, verified is going to run you about 39, going up to, well, let's be real. Once this guy's copy's gone, lightly played, that's 99.4, so you can kind of get that another for 85, then 87-ish, going up to 9. It's basically almost a $90 card. If you got him at 60, congratulations, you made a lot of money. Snake Rain, listen, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh players love being on that copium. They're like, bro, it's going to be great. We're going to get this reptile deck, and this neg 1 is going to be so good. Oh, man, just trust me, bro. We just need one good reptile deck. Like, bro, it's not going to happen. Just shut up. Spend the $50 on something else. Pay your bills, man. Like, Snake Rain, like, man, not to rain on your parade here, but it's just a fucking useless card. No. No. Like, definitely not. No. No. She's waifu, so I'm just gonna say yes. You actually shouldn't get this card, by the way. I just like her because she's cute. No. Hmm. If you get it for 20, you could grab a copy. Like, it's not even that. I'm not for collector's rares. It's hard to argue for $5-6, but when they're not worth $30, you're talking like 20% of the card here. If you get, dude, if I find someone with this, I'd offer them like a 20. See, if they don't take it, I'm not going higher, and I probably just put somewhere. No, no, no. Mm, I don't know why it's mixed. There's one here for 21.75. Like the issue is with these lower collector rares is that first of all, yeah, they're bad, and so we have a lot of still products. But if they ever become relevant in the future, you literally just you kind of bought a car payment, right? You bought your insurance payment, or at least a large portion of your insurance payment, because they'll probably triple to quadruple, right? And that's like the issue. But like, is this worth investing into? If you really have to spare monies, a lot of it, and you're like, let's throw the dice. Why not? Sure, I just wouldn't. I really just would not. Now look how bad this set is. This is the highest card in the set that is not a collector's rare is $12. And by the way, you guys were over there with me when I was laughing at ancient history here. This was $7, right? This went up because of pity, right? No people really aren't paying $11, $12 for this, right? This was 7. This was like 5. This was 5. Nobody. Man. Like, if you get your, I'll tell you guys what, right? If you guys get your little, like, what's it called? Your tournament entry and you can't get, like, an OTS or a tournament pack, and you're a little tired of Dom match, if you want to take a gamble for this, see if you get, like, a $6, $7 Ultra. No, just get Dom match. Alright. King's Court for our last one of the day here. Now, I'm a little fucking irritated. Not gonna lie to you. Slifer here is like $326, right? But Raw and Obelisk here. Raw's $164. I mean, you have a cheaper light player for $130 because that 5-hour shipping, but just getting your mint. And Obelisk here are $164. I don't know what type of thing or what type of new drug is out here. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are somehow spending double on one god card, and the other two are fucking half. But that's just ridiculous. If you have Slifer, sell it and grab 2 obelisks. You actually got a free god card. Pure stupidity. At least with Raw, you can make an argument that, hey, I'd rather have the Ghost Rare. Sure. Okay. I could accept that argument, but although getting one copy of all rarities is a thing collectors really like, so they'll like their Ghost Rare, but they'll like to get one of these as well from King's Court. That's the big issue, and collectors are the ones who really want these. But Obelisk doesn't even have an excuse. Just stupidity. Man, I'm happy I didn't get demonetized yet. Rhoda here at about $95. I don't know why it's doing this a little glitch, guys. I apologize. $95. Well, this is 153 sales. Let's see how much this actually is. Yeah, 95, but that's kind of a new seller. 153 sales. Near mints are more like 108 here. It's a one of that will always be played. Should you get Reinforcement Army? Definitely. Free build. People try to buy this out and it just didn't work, but like, I do think it can easily go up to $200-300, especially when a more warrior relevant deck pops up in the meta. Lightning Storms collectors are 130. Listen, the reason why I'm telling you guys to grab this is because yeah, Starlights are a thing, right? But we're actually gonna take a look here. Lightning Storm at Starlight rares. Huh, these are a lot more affordable. 315. I keep thinking they're 400, but 315, whatever. So you get one Starlight rare for 315, or you can get a playset of collector's rares at roughly 360. So yeah, you're spending $40 more, but you're getting a card that it's still hard to grab this, and people do need would rather have a playset. You have a place that you could play, so you have high rarity of a generic card like this that you can play. Meanwhile, what are you going to do with one Starlight Rare? Unless you're going to PSA, you're going to hold on to it forever. I think this. I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is the better play. I think this is a very good investment. Go grab your Lightning Storms. In fact, I told people to grab Sealed at $60, and if you did, already went up. F-Zero, Utopic Draco Future Collector Rare at about... Let's see how much these are. Near mints are 90s. This card, I get that it's broken and I get that it's very good, but we need a way to play it in the TCG, and we might be getting one soon. It's not a bad card to get. It is a collector card as well. $90 is not that bad. I'm leaning towards the edge, but Rivalry of Warlords. Now, this really shocked me because I told people for $30, hey, it could come back. I would grab a playset while it's really cheap. This was at $35. If you did, you somehow managed to almost triple your money this fast. King's Court's not that old of a set. You know, I think we're not even 4 months in for King's Court. I think we're 3. Guys, if I'm wrong, I apologize. I think we had King's Court for 3 months. Wow. Like, you really can't... Like, not even realistically could you expect this growth. This was crazy for the card. I think it's a little too much to grab now. Arcane Triumph Joker. These were like 40 cents. Oh, it's, you know, one of the more significant night cards. It could go up. Don't get the regular vanillas. Grab this one at 40. If you did, they're $70, $80 now. Congratulations, you made a lot of money here. Basically almost doubled. Would I grab this still? It's not bad. It's not bad to grab. In fact, I do want to see what regular Ultras are. The Ultra God cards, I tell people, just grab the collector's rares. I don't want to waste my time on it. Rescue Rabbits. 55. So, would I grab these? Definitely. Don't worry about the $1 or $2 you're saving here. $55 for a Rescue Rabbit. Very good. If people want to play old school Dino Rabbit, they're gonna want to play the first set of original secrets. But that's still a higher rarity for the card. The issue is while Rescue Rabbit is a good card, I don't want to lie to the community and tell you that this saw a lot of play when it got released. Yes, it was, you know, Dino Rabbit was a tier 1 deck. And Rescue Rabbit did rule the format, but once it had its time, it had its time. It didn't really pop back again, right? To this day in 2021. So this card, in my opinion, was very overhyped. If you want to ground for 50, that's fine. But don't expect this card to go insane. Because it won't. Let's see. Collector Uto. This is so fucking sad. This is just so sad. I was wrong. Like, guys, I'm not wrong often. And I like to man up that I was wrong. It's just the times that I'm wrong, sometimes I just get irritated. It's 45 going up to 50. We're getting an Ultimate Rare. And I know people love Collector Rare, but they'd rather play Ultimate Rare. A lot of players. And Ulti is going to be more accessible. It's going to drive this price down. Honestly, I won't grab this. It sucks. I told people to grab these at 60. Unfortunate. Sometimes you just lose. No. Again, if you get them for cheaper, sure, but no. Joker's Night. Now, this card is great as an engine. Because all you have to do is play this and one of the nights. Right? And then you have Foolish Burial. Right? And then special summon this card. Right? And then if this goes to graveyard, you can target one other Light Warrior monster in graveyard. So, this usually is the night, but if you're playing this with Stellarites, man, this is so good, Stellarites. Congrats, you made quite a bit of money here. So, I would honestly grab it. Like, especially if Stellarites ever get support, this thing's going to go up to the moon. Straight to the moon. In fact, I got to tell my boy JD about this. Oh, he's going to call me so smart. No, he's not. But yeah, great card. I will grab a playset, please. These are actually kind of going up a little bit. Try to see these. The Ultras, you know, Obelisk is so cheap. If you want to grab one for like 36, I don't think it's too bad. Now, we're going to talk about Guilty real quick here. Now, this is actually getting bought out, and I'm going to cover this in my regular market watch. As a super poly target, people are really liking it. It's a very specific super poly target, and it could be used. I told people to grab this at like 30. If you did, you made a lot of money. Went up 20 bucks. And possibly 60 later on. Who knows? Imperial Bower. Man, again, so one thing I want to tell you guys about King's Court is I have some vendor friends, and a lot of them actually pulled some of their collectors off King's Court because they just think they should be worth more, and they're upset with the prices. They sold like, I have a friend, he sold half and held on to the other half because he thought it was going to go up. They ended up going crashing, and he just not doesn't want to sell the other half. 30. It's all right. It is, an older collector card. People might want it. It's not bad for $30. It's used in the deck, though. I'll tell you that. Then Joker straight here. Man, I tried to order one of these when they were 17, and they sent me an Ultra, and I got really mad. And now they're like 27, going up to 30. They're not bad for $30. It's not a bad collector rare to grab. Hyper Galaxy, absolutely, man. The cheapest collector rare I think we have. 16 bucks. Yeah, it could go up because of Galaxy, especially because I think Galaxy players might like this because it's $16. Right. This is probably their cheapest high rarity photon card, unless they were there at release, that they probably have. Uh, if you want to gamble on it, go for it because I can't sink any lower. And yeah, regulars are like $5. That's not too bad. Anyway, guys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed this Collector's Rare Market Watch. Remember to subscribe if you're not already. If you're buying any of these cards off TCG Player, use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you because you're being a YouTube channel member. Maybe I could do more videos during the week and I could quit my job. And see you guys in the next video. Peace.